Greetings everyone, and Grade here of another Company Heroes 1 replay. Spawn on the left side is the Wehrmacht forces. We got Kuro, CoH. Spawn on the left side is his Panzer ally who has Schirmwagens. We got Graff. Spawn on the top right side is the US forces. We got ikengaoliver. Ikengaoliver. No idea what that means. And spawn as the British force. We got Padrino? Padrino? I have no idea. Double engineer, crawl into a rifle squad, could be for a jeep. For the Brits, probably lieutenant into pack up. Churchill would have kept in the match. It was bad, but the game wasn't really lost, just rage quit. And to be fair, double sniper is a reasonable reason to rage quit, because I hate the concept of snipers, the one-man sniper in the Company Heroes games. I like the concept of the Pathfinders and Jaeger Light Infantry in Company Heroes 2, the light infantry concept. Because it becomes a bit more of a support unit rather than a one-man army. Schirmwagen captured down south. Got double Panzergrenadier here. One, of course, upgrade of G43. Probably more Panzergrenadiers. Going for a bit of wire in front of the hay. MG42 gets behind some good heavy cover. Rifle squad advancing. Pioneers there. We're doing now the group company now being employed in the field. Let's go for a squad hitting the pioneers. If we see the Schirmwagen, there's a couple abilities the Schirmwagen has that, of course, the Kindergrad does not have access to, depending on which doctrine. You, of course, can pull out Panzer Elite landmines if you go for Tank Hunter, which can be very fun. You get the actually pretty useful ability of Mark Target for infantry units. I'm pretty sure that ability is free. Scope of Squad does get pinned down and forced them back. Yeah, Company Heroes 2 Jaegers are quite an example of how a sniper unit should be. I thought, thinking that the recon upgrade on the infantry section of Company 1 will also... The infantry upgrade on for the Brits is not really the same. It does not have like the snipe effect upon wounded units. A finisher does have the, of course, the single target pick off a unit there, but you could just simply mass a whole bunch of them, like you see in Company Heroes 1, and just do a like quadruple snipe there. Though admittedly, I did implement that in my mod in Company Heroes 2. And of course, it does also allow the Brits units to run properly out of supply, which is actually honestly a concept for the Brits. I just don't like how you have to have a lieutenant near all units, or else they just simply can't move around the map. British factions just design a few weird gimmicks in Company Heroes 1. Motorcycle firing away against if it's in the rifleman. Bren carrier push way forward. And the scope and the Panzer squad does fall back. We do have the Schirmwagen here taking a bit of fire. No damage at the moment. Or should I call it a Lee Enfield carrier, since all those guys have Lee Enfields. Going to the munitions sector, getting the cutoff sector there. They will not provide supply there. I don't think the PE Schirmwagen's mark target is free. I think it's 5 or 10 munitions. It's still pretty cheap. Something that can easily be spammed. 5 munitions is very spammable. Take a bit of damage there. It does not have the Bren carrier firing. The Enfield carrier could be hit by the motorcycle there. Motorcycle could rotate around, help the Panzergrenadier a little bit. A bit of damage there. At least be the rear armor. Our squad down south capturing it. and decides to dismount there, going for the repair ability. More Panzer Grenadiers move forward, and this one's quite wounded. I can't tell you which squad it's hitting. Motorcycle needs to get on out of there. Both as, yep, we do now have a Wehrmacht sniper. So it looks like got double miss so far. Infantry firing away. The sniper tries to camouflage away. Now just trying to run away. Motorcycle needs to start hitting the Bren carrier. It needs to be a good distraction. Sniper falling back. The other sniper's falling on back. There is a flak over here for a bit of defense. And now got the 2-2 push away forward. Take a bit of damage there. Motorcycle maybe will finish it off, getting some more damage in the rear. 2-2 is also help pursuing. And who got the kill? Those are the motorcycles secure the kill. Graff squads and flame engineers pushing down south, decapturing some of these sectors. Engine 4-2 is starting to hit some of these rifleman squads now. And multiple rifle squads starting to get suppressed. Flame engineers pretty forward. And Shinbog's heading down south, which the pioneers could help repair it, while it's decapturing and capturing the fuel sector. Right now the Explorer is having trouble with a bit of fuel control. The British player redeploys HQ onto this mission sector. A little bit farther back, so it's a much safer position. Don't have to worry about it randomly going down. Farther back is always just safer, to say the least. He also redeployed deployed his fuel support truck on this fuel sector. And this may be the captain there.
We are losing ground.
Vigorous replacement not going on enough. Captain now deployed in the field. Immediately hits the retreat button. Doing a Vickers emplacement. With the 2-2 on the field, it could be a good idea to go for Bofors. Of course, it doesn't have any sappers on the field just yet, I believe. Multiple 2-2s now in the field. Bofors effectively light vehicle counters, not necessarily infantry counters. They can fight infantry, but I always feel like they need a clear line of sight and if not shooting down a hill to be reliable. Snipers get a double hit there. Maybe trying to go for a deployed designated marksman there. Oh, looks like the Shinwagen may be going down. That would be his own fault. And he does lose that squad entirely. Now shoot everything else. Fuel sector now being observation posted. Yes, the US player will keep him posted. A rifle squad here. Looks like the US player's gone for infantry. He should see the rifleman squad laying down a landmine and ripping apart. He really saw him lay down a landmine. So the US player has gone for infantry company. And the British player means he doesn't have to go for artillery. I'm just always glad to see the British player not going for artillery, since it's probably the most selected British doctrine to see. And do now the Stuart heading down south. This landmine should not be complete. I'm pretty sure it's incomplete. The Shinwagen course can scout it out and spot it. Shinwagen does not take a hit there. We do have a Wehrmacht landmine there. 2-2s can't do much for the Stuart, though it can get some damage in the rear armor. And actually the Stuart's taking a bit of a beating. If the 2-2s were microed a little bit better, he probably could have got a bit more damage in the rear armor. Potentially could even won. Does explode there. Motorcycle has gone down. Pioneer's now falling back. I think he may explode right here. Flame Engineers starting to get suppressed. Do have HC1 support units and Pack 38.
Secure sector is under attack.
Two to twos took a bit of damage there. Do now have the Stewart push way forward.
They are attacking secure territory of the fatherland.
Two twos now trying to gain some rear armor of the Stewart, and it looks like he's going to be successful. And does got control there, and managed to save the 2-2 as well. Just because the Stewart's supposed to be a counter to the 2-2s doesn't mean the 2-2s can't fight back.
Sniper König here.
The British player should have not lost the Stewart so easily like that. Triple Rifle Squad, Flame Engineers, and Flame Engineers heading down south for the winter. That is a 25-pounder, suggesting to me he's gone for Royal Artillery. But it doesn't have to be. It's very likely. Does hit the Engineers twice.
Squad here.
Do now have this bunker being upgraded to repair bunker. His ally will love him for that. Double Brens here, both being suppressed by the MG42, who does have Veteran 1. We saw that being complete earlier. Officer Artillery? Nope, this looks like the US player infantry player's artillery. He's out the MG. Yep, I don't see the lieutenant. It was a bit farther back. 70 pounder now being deployed in the field. MP4 is now deployed in the field. Snipers became extra warm.
What are your orders?
Engine 42 picked up by the Pioneers. 2-2's rotating around, trying to get some protect his teammate. MG42 may be firing away. Brand's here could get some damage on the 2-2s. No board, so at least it's not gone for all engineers yet. MP4 is trying to push way forward. Got the emplacement suppressing down the Volksgrenadiers. Greyhound, not upgraded for armor skirts. That is the wrong upgrade order. Armor skirts is a mandatory upgrade. Pantrix needs good hits on those Pantrix on the 17 pounder. Does find a landmine there. Only one does get suppressed there. There's armor skirts. And we do have some artillery being brought in. That's officer artillery. Looks like one of the Pennsylvanians did get wiped out from that. And now it's mass repairing the 17 pounder, which may be splashed by the officer artillery. It scatters pretty wide at the later part of the barrage. I think him repairing it did save it based on the health bar down here. The MG self survived that off map. Looks like it did. The gun itself is a little less worse for wear, but the gun itself does manage to survive. It can. A direct hit does not destroy the gun itself. Just severely wounds it. Captain goes down, 70 pounder connects onto the 2-2, and oh, we may see the vector target some by the captain. The MG42 is almost down. You can see by the white bar down there. And it looks like the rest squads get forced back. That US landmine there. One favor got fully completed. I think at this point in time it is fully completed. MG42 is still alive. Mortar got decrewed. It is also barely alive. Sending panel getting repaired on up. Do have a drop Piet there. Yep, it definitely is in fact standing up. You can see on all three of its legs. Pioneers take a bit of damage, or snipers take a bit of damage there. Got the Bren squad forward with a lieutenant. And this Bren squad there does have a Panda Shrek, so it can button and get some good damage there. The Sapper does pick up the Piet. It already had a Piet, so that made the one itself drop. Something exploded. Looks like the Greyhound went down. And now have a fresh 251 half track, which is probably going to be before Warframe half track. Eventually. But I don't think I actually didn't remember hearing the skirmish phase being researched, so I don't know if he has the research for the Flame half track or for the Suksafus. But he's going for neither upgrade at the moment, so just probably going to be for reinforcement half track for the moment. And I don't think a Flame half track would be too particularly useful at this moment, as much as I want to see it. Landmine there, artillery raining on in. Oh, they should know what doctrines the opponents have gone for. You got the infantry and rural artillery. The Vermont player, of course, has selected Blitzkrieg, which is always pretty fun. Hero player, HMGs and mortars and publishers too. I think they have to be in a deployed state, and I think the click box is a little bit small for that. You can't repair them while they're deployed like this, but I think you can when they get deployed. Mortars, I believe so. But I know in Computers one's a little bit iffy. AT guns, yes. If I were to click on the Pioneer... Nope, there's no Pioneers alive for me to try, see if I can't highlight over it. Oh, got the assault phase, institute battle phase. Snipers, force with the rifle squad, saves fuel observation post. That's a Cromwell. Cromwell chasing down the 222s, a very nice light TF track, running a little bit behind. Got multiple Panchers there. That looking good opportunity for Cromwell to charge for and crush them all. He does have 4-man squads, very fun. I approve. Does avoid the landmine there. Got lucky there. Pack 38 looks good. Rolled a whiff. Good pen there. But it looks like Cromwell may escape on out of there, though there's still perhaps a bit of gone in front of him. Snipers should be a bit careful when near that Cromwell. Double tap there and gets an engine crit. Bounce there. Light TF track with the rear armor. Secures a kill. Our squad does take a stroke shot there. Battle phase now complete. Another US landmine there. Stuff exploding. No Pioneers being built at the moment. Unless he does find that landmine. Our squad straight forward. Suksafus upgrade complete. That was another half track, so this won't bring in a large number of Suksafus. So he looks like he's bringing his own artillery. Warframe barrage. Sniper and rifle squad before. The US sniper now pulling field. 0 kills. Like I always like to say, your first kill for sniper should be your opponent's sniper. Except for the quote I did steal. Rock squad. Ooh, that rock squad took a good hit there. Does not spot the sniper there. Does go the shot down the MG42. Was not going to get the wipes. There's 2 guys left there. So he revealed the sniper a little bit foolishly, in my opinion. These snipers are actually not moving around camouflage as well. So he could have got a counter snipe. In fact, he could still get the counter snipe. He's being way too aggressive. Bar squad will spot this. Sniper not being microed properly. Flame engineers. Machine gun placement does go down. Great hit there on those Panzer Grenadiers. Does not wipe that squad. There's still one man left. Who's hardly a man there. Another war from barrage running in somewhere over here. Looks like he's trying to hit the AT gun, though largely missed everything. Looks like he did pick up the bar.
I'm ready to target the enemies of the Reich.
Wehrmacht snipers push way forward. Barrage running on in. They probably barrage with the last known location of those Suk's Foos, just scouting pretty wide. Stu straight forward, looks like make a good shot here. Looks like it said a unit died with glory, but I'm not sure which one. Maybe got counter-sniped there. Yep, looks like got counter-sniped. I was too busy looking at the Stu. Hack or M180 gun connects. Officer artillery raining on in. Stu gets a good hit there, but he needs to fall back. One penny's done for. Having trouble with the getting back on up, and will get overrun by the MP40s. Stu pushed forward. He forced for the ground there, but found the building that's right in front of him. Oh, the Panzer Panther's now pouring the field. The AT guns will get overran. 10 pounder now engaging. There's a Pioneer on the field. Engine 42 is there. Of course, I can't mouse over and repair it. If I were to mouse over here, you can see the repair symbol. AT gun may bounce off of the Stu if you fire force by the ground there. Saw it bounce onto him. May have been a Piet. Stormtrooper squad in the field. Not being upgraded at the moment. And does get some good damage there. Double panic strike wouldn't be half bad. Help push forward, ambush some of these weapons back here. Another war from barrage running on in. Does hit the Brent squad quite a bit. It does have a double lieutenant here, looks like. And the stormtroopers do fall back. A lot of stuff back here needs some reinforcements.
We are ready. We are ready to close with the enemy.
That's like a 17 pounder. And the Panzer gunner is now getting immolated. One Stu needs some repairs. Got a repair bunker there, but maybe repairing some other stuff. Pack 38 getting immolated. Engine 42 not being reinforced and pushed its way forward. And now got some more all-star artillery running on in. Great shot there from the Stu. Nope, that looks like it's the infantry company off on a power shoot. Great hit there. Takes out another lieutenant. And we've got a creeping barrage being summoned in as well. Hensley or the Veteran Clerk has enough command points to bring in a Tiger tank. Maybe a good idea to go for that. Trying to mouse over the MG when it gets deployed in the field, see if you can repair it, but not doing it at the moment. More from barrage running on in.
We have 200
First 17 pounder
points. Heavy
here.
assault forces ready. Convenient.
Medic station still survives. One more casualty recovered, and he will get a free squad. One medic is still alive for that. Tiger tank can now be deployed in the field. He doesn't have too. That's the last ability on that line. He doesn't have too much munitions at the moment, but I can see it. True, but the Tiger tank is a bit more generalist.
Victory point captured.
And right right now, the Axis players are a bit vulnerable to a bit of heavy armor at the moment. They don't have too much anti-tank or proper anti-tank. So right now, even Panzer IVs would be quite nice. Of course, you can always get spend his fuel onto veterancy upgrades into them. Volkswagen can rip apart there. Stu's about to fire a shot off. Flamethrower there. Did he just blow up his own sniper there, the Stu? No, it's the artillery raining on him. Got it. I was assuming the Stu's gonna fire, and all of a sudden I see the Stu explode. With the corner of my eye. The sniper does go down to artillery. That's an auxiliary. Speaking of which, it gets exploded by a Panzerschrecks. The next 25-pounder speed looks going to be eyed up. Number of veterancy, unspent veterancy here on these Panzer Grenadiers. One of these Panzer Grenadiers could start falling back. Those AT grenades help finish off. Not a bad idea. I see feels like AT grenades are best versus structures. Yeah, veterancy 1 infantry, I always feel like the bare minimum just to get that health regen. Does go for another Warframe half-track upgrade. And right now the Axis players have 169 tickets versus a nice even 500, a perfect 500.
Assault gun is lost in action.
Stu went down to this AT gun, and it looks like he was trying to barrage the AT gun. Around the 17-pounder now. Another war from barrage raining on in. Looks like they're heading over here. Was that a Hummel? I think we have not seen what doctrine the Panzer League player has gone for, right? So he may have gone for Scorched Earth. Bit of a blob there. Yep, Hummels are now on the field. So everybody's got artillery available. Tiger Tank has been deployed in the field. Does capture the PaK-38, but the gun itself is almost destroyed. Attacking that. He does capture it with the Stormtroopers. He's trying to take out the medic now. He needs that casualty recovered to get a free squad. Yeah, not a problem. You can always watch it and restart from later. PaK-30 here almost destroyed. Panthers being annoying and getting his way. Volkswagen is taking a bit of damage there. Got rifle grenades here and Brens, as well as a whole bunch of the Enfields. Here comes a Warframe Barrage. Don't want to be near the Warframe Barrage when your guys are inside the garrison that's made of wood. You have a squad of Rangers and Riflemen there. I wonder if that's off-map combat group. I don't see anything else, so perhaps not. As we just up north, we'll find the armor command truck. This Panzer Grenadier needs some reinforcements. And there goes the armor command truck. They denied the deployment of any Fireflies, which they do need. Tiger Tank has his rear armor exposed. Who does take a bit of damage there. Pioneers do get wiped on out. Our squad here. M1 AT gun, captured M1 AT gun does get decrewed. Our squad takes some hits there from the Tiger Tank. Range pushing forward, not the upgrade of Thompsons, which means it's going to be anti-vehicle entirely, so the bazookas can be passed around. Right now, most of their opponent's threats are, in fact, vehicles, though the Panzer Grenadiers are in good numbers. Another Warframe Barrage drained on in. 17-pounder survives for now. Does get pinned on the Panther. And those Panthers are just going to be thrown away. Your Warframe Barrage is going to be taking out the 25-pounder and may hit some of these guys nearby. Medic station has gone down. I don't know if he got his free squad from it. Engineers are falling back there. The rifle squad is not exactly healthy at the moment. Looks like he has gone for Scorched Earth. The point is, has a Scorched animation, but it's currently captured, so the rifle squad should be able to capture it up. Hard to say. Don't have any indications. Yep, it is being captured there. And of course, it's no longer in damaged state. Or is it a mix of damaged state and not damaged state? Because it bugged out. Wondering if what he was microing let the Panther go like that. I can't say for sure. Friends push way forward. Good, just a British blob push way forward. Mortar range a little bit short and splashed his own forces. I think US player's gone for off-map combat group because I think that's a mortar from that.
Now have assault capability.
Blitzkrieg's now available. He's also low munition, so not going to really be able to use that. Double AT gun push way forward. Hummel took a rifle grenade shot, which means no damage. Managed to find another landmine. And they're still countdown against the Axis players. The Allies have lost some VPs, but Axis players are almost out of the game. Now we've got STG Stormtroopers on field. They are very good, but they still need veterancy to be better, and not mention a little bit of health regen does go a long way. Or make them go a longer way. At least he has a support weapon center, so maybe it's not off my combat group, but I don't see any reason for why he would pull out a mortar purposefully. So it has to be from off my combat group. Stormtroopers do get immolated, and the Sister VP will remain decaptured. Up here, I think that's Scorched. Nope, that's not Scorched. You can see here I have the Pioneer. You can see the capture symbol, not the repair symbol, so that is not Scorched. It is perfectly on fine, as well as on fire. Just think it's Age of Empires. That's not Age of Empires 4. But structures can be on fire and be perfectly fine. Tiger Tank is a good shot there. Going for a sticky bomb. And explodes. Well, that's one form of a bomb. Does decrew the M1AT gun. You see some rifle grenades there. The amount of infantry blobs are fighting. Maybe a short barrel Panzer IV could be quite nice for the Panzer Elite player. Hold it down and just let it fire away. But who good Hummel shot there. Sector 2 could be quite nice, and they managed to secure the sector. Heroic charge activated there. They got double lieutenant.
Stormtroopers reinforced.
Bar squad does get pinned down. We have a landmine here by the Wehrmacht player. Pioneers and Stormtroopers push way forward with some Volksgrenadiers. No veterancy. Oh, there's a veterancy 1 infantry. And the MG is still back here. Wait. I'm actually having trouble clicking on it. I think this... Wait, is this MG42 bugged? Yeah, this MG42 is actually bugged. I just realized that. I can't click on him. And if I were to go right here, I can't click on him. It's a bugged MG42. That's why it's right there this entire game. Okay. Flame Engineers are falling back. I did not realize it's bugged out. I was like, I was trying to... I was wondering, like, okay, is this purpose not reinforcing it? It doesn't want to use it? Might as well, I was thinking, like, just throw it down here. Let it protect the VP down there if you don't want to use it anywhere else. But nope, it's just, completely bugged. Got a fresh Sherman tank on the field. He's gone for infantry, so no allied war machine or field repair. Landmine found by the Tiger tank. Just need a little bit of repairs. Maybe his teammate can send the Panzer Grenadiers to repair its engine. Doesn't take too much for that. I think it's a good shot there with Sherman. Panther does take a bit of damage. Efficiency 1 infantry is nice, but at this point it needs efficiency 3 for the Tigers. True. But the tiny little bit of health regen is always... I just hate the fact how Wehrmacht does health regen in this game. In other words, I spend a pile of munitions for it, or get a very, very slow trickle passively. We also got a second set of STGs for the Stormtroopers. He does go Vet 3 for his light vehicles for his Warframe half-track, so he now has 3 Vet 3s. Pioneers repair up the Tiger tank. Mortar is advancing. Somehow that guy's not getting automatically targeted. Somehow that guy did not get automatically targeted and had to shoot him. Guess it wasn't revealed? Not sure what there. Good shot there on the Rangers. And that's a shoes blowing up the structure. No, that's a barrage right there. A creeping barrage. No, not creeping barrage, it's a regular barrage. And the mortar does get decrewed. LPO squads there. Panther has plenty of health, but engine crit. 2-2s provide some fire support. And it looks like the sappers are starting to fall back there. They do drop a Piet. Lieutenant does bring some officer artillery there, and the Panzers did not respond in time. Tiger tank straight forward, gets a good shot there. Veteran C2 onto him. She's also still parked there at the collapsed house. Is it also stuck? Don't think so. And it's interactable, so I'm not sure what's going on there. He maybe just parked there and mainly targeting ground and using it as basically a little artillery emplacement. Rangers get inside the MG emplacement. All those units to avoid the Warframe and barrage does dismount the machine gun emplacements, who's on fire. More artillery on endless green barrage on top of the Circus of Foos. Huh. Why isn't it every time I pan the Stug back, it sort of bounces? Look. Bounce. 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 Sorry. I get distracted like that a little bit too much, but either way, we do have now the M1D to come straight forward. You could try to force on the ground there. The Shug, yeah, you may be right. The Shug could be stuck there. I have no idea at this point. But he is forced on the ground there. You can't. It won't auto attack that. You have to force on the ground. So that could be him just being strategic. So we're going to wait until it gets pretty wounded, see if he pulls it back. Stormtroopers push way forward. We've got the Sherman tank pushing along the flank. No 76mm, but looks like another creepy barrage there. Or maybe not. barrage. Just 2 rounds. Looks like he lost one of the stormtroopers. Trim taking rotating around. Panther intercepting. Stu still there and also bouncing. Yeah, it looks. No, maybe he's targeting the. I have no idea. You would assume he would migrate away. Could be stuck there. Does go down. The corpse does not bounce. Yeah, the Sherman's done for. Sappers do fall back. Second artillery there. This game's just filled with bugs, isn't it, today? Panther pursuing the Hellcat, but takes some shots there from the or M1AT guns. Does reveals rear armor to the Hellcat and goes down because of it, and giving the Hellcat veterancy too. A landmine there, but I don't see any landmines over here. It's the 30 cal. Was that MG42? That is a 30 cal. By off not combat group. M1AT gun does go down.
Veterans engaged.
Stu, range a little far. Got a support infantry veterancy 2 and another repair station. Does have veterancy 3 on his tanks now. Good there on the infantry sections. Both these guys need to fall back. They're taking a bit of damage. And it looks like one of the players may be back in the game, maybe lagged out. Which one is that again? The British player, I think? Yep, the British player. Kinds of grenades are falling on back our squad. We'll stick around for the moment. We do have another, the British medics picking up some casualties. It looks like the British player may fully back the game or may have lagged out. He seems like he has plenty of forces. Maybe he got sort of tired and didn't believe they can win the game. Decreasing incoming penetration by 25%. Oh yeah, that would help out. Sapper does go knocked out. The US player has a small window before this AI ally will be completely useless. And they don't have too many VPs, but they have triple capture against them. Now, probably a good idea to booby trap it. I haven't seen many, if any booby traps. Now, the British ally at least has a fair amount of stuff on the field. Trying to reinforce everything. It will probably try to go out and immediately try to capture everything. It has a small window where it will be useful. But the likelihood of the allies are winning this game is unlikely. Gonna cop push way forward.
The enemy has 300 points.
The MG42 may have went down. I have no idea how. It just disappeared, looks like. 30 cal goes down. And it's not like any explosions or any hits back there, it was just that it got killed. So this MG42 just disappeared from existence.
Of the grateful fatherland and the
Another pair of Panthers by Green, so he has 2 2s, 2 Panthers, and maybe 3 Hummels. Nope, that's a 2-2-1. So he only has 2 Hummels, 2 2s, and 2 Panthers. Looks like the priest is going for a bit of a drive-by. British player looks like we'll manage to secure up, the British AI will secure up the northern VP for the time frame. The pinto-mounted machine gun here does cause suppression like the Staghound, so can be used with defense right like that. Not a great unit for that. The 2's backing off, they have a bit of help to work with. Wipes out that Flame Engineers. We've got the Wolf and Barrage running in. I've got airburst rounds. Shrimp Tank got hit. We also got a helicopter off my combat group. Shrimp Tank got hit pretty hard there. Panther gets a main gun short crit there. And the Tiger Tank maybe will finish it off. Tiger Tank gets a short crit there. And there goes the Sherman. Yep, at this point in time, I don't think there's any chance the Allies can possibly win. The Panzer players resecuring the area up north. And of course, squads disintegrating like the AI tends to do. And I can't even say for sure. He was definitely blobbing. Maybe he was having trouble with manpower. Against all the Panthers, probably should have got a firing line of Fireflies. But other than that, I'm not really sure. And of course, the other player back the game, so I'm going to fast forward. And that is the end of the replay. This is Angrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.